New from the Eureka Classics range is Ronny Yu's The Bride with White Hair. This was a movie that I had often heard a lot about, but I'd never actually gotten around to seeing it, and to see it with this wonderful 4K restoration was an absolute joy. I don't think I was quite prepared for how a lot of the direction, the editing, the pace of this thing and the compelling nature of the story was going to grab me, but it was a wonderful discovery and I'm really glad to have seen this movie. Ronny Yu directs this movie from 1993 and it's basically about two star-crossed lovers. It's an adaptation of a fable and it is basically about these characters, Yat-Hang, who we see grow up within this community, the Wu-Tang clan, as he is tailored to be their next leader, and his compassion for people, his willingness to take the blame for things that aren't his fault, his willingness to take punishment and not hold any animosity, to not really embrace the warring faction that he is growing up in, and feels it's this constant killing, no matter how good he is at that, is something that's wearing him away, something he doesn't enjoy or want to really take part in. And then we have Wolf Girl, Lien, who is this woman who has grown up in the wilderness, who has been taken in as part of this evil cult by their pair of megalomaniacal bad people, and she is an assassin for an evil cult. And of course these two are going to meet at some point and just instantly fall in love and want to turn their backs on their equally death-driven factions and just live in peace and enjoy each other. But of course we can't do that. We have the evil cult, who is led by two particularly twisted twin siblings. We have the guy part of it, who is deeply in love with Lien. We have the female twin who is filled with rage and jealousy about this relationship. And then we have the sort of higher ups in the Wu-Tang clan who want to make sure that Yat-Hang goes back to where he should be, to the position that most people would covet, that he really doesn't like. And you get thrown into this story as these factions try to stop these two people from having their relationship, for falling in love, and it's filled with some of the most impressive cinematography, wonderful use of colours and angles. It is extremely violent and it is incredibly quickly paced, with some just stunning imagery across the screen. Quite a lot of the things that I liked were things that it moves by before you even have a chance to realise what's happened. There is wonderful images that are bathed in neon colours of blues and reds and oranges that are wonderful. The action is particularly jaw-dropping as we watch these people fight in tremendous manners. There's a moment where you literally see someone get chopped into bits and it's gone before you even realise what you've seen, on to the next fantastical action set piece. It's just so endearing and fun and staged in such a cinematic way that you can't help but be drawn in and marvelled at the way this story is told and laid out in front of you. I loved the characters. I hated some of the characters whom I was supposed to hate. I found that the bad guys in both camps were particularly nasty, and I thought the fight sequences were energetic, plentiful and really jaw-dropping. It was a movie that kept me captivated from start to finish, and it's one that I wish I had discovered years ago. But seeing it on this kind of quality, to see how sharp some of the images was, to see how the colours were used and how they were projected in such a wonderful addition to the storytelling, really bringing forward the thematics and pushing certain moods upon us, was just wonderful. The production value of the sets are just delightful and stunning and jaw-dropping, and this was a real treat of a movie. You know, you get characters that you can enjoy. You get a story that, although is fairly familiar, is delivered in a really energetic and unique way. It keeps it really at the forefront of my mind. I very much was thinking of Kwaidan when I was watching this, not that the tone or the pacing is similar, but because of the way the shots are stylized, because of the way that colour is used and how it's brought to the forefront of this really vivid and energetic filmmaking manner. It was really wonderful. I loved the performances. I thought the action was jaw-dropping and terrific. I loved the direction, which uses a lot of angles, but it fits the mood of the movie. I loved the bad guys. The bad guys were terrifically over the top. The kind of bad guys that can knock someone over with their breath. They're that evil. It just had so much going for it. The Bride with White Hair is wonderful. Absolutely delightful. One that I can thoroughly recommend, and I think you should check it up. Now, just looking at some of the extras that's on this disc, it's got a commentary with Ronny that I've not watched. It has an interview with Ronny, which was actually quite good. It's like a 40-minute, almost Zoom type of conversation, and just to see these two people who know each other just verbally talking back and forward, like adding fun things, and they seem to really enjoy the conversation, which, trust me, some of the extras on discs, the people look as if they've been dragged there, but these look to be thoroughly engaged by this one as well. There's several other interviews, archival making of, and several other things I won't go through just now. They're listed on any page that you go to, but basically The Bride with White Hair is essential. If you love Asian cinema or you're getting into it, I think it offers something new and unique, something that is worthwhile picking up, and I would love to know your thoughts on this one. Let me know in the comment box, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.